What's up, everybody? What's going on? Bucos Locker coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel. Ooh, like the channel. Share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. I'm outside. I'm outside a little bit. Got grab me something to eat. Hopefully everybody had a great week. Hopefully everybody's good to go for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to make a video. I made a video late last night. I got a little short in there. But yeah, you already know what time it is, man. Last night, first game of the season, preseason on last night. They say it was a pretty good game. I didn't get a chance to see it, so I'm going to go check it out. Carson Beck, Haynes King. You know what I'm talking about? I'm outside. You know, we're going to see what's happening. I make videos. I told you I'm dropping them every day. So, checkers, for those of you that like checkers right here, you know, anybody want anything? Hi. But yeah, man, what can I start with today? You know what I'm saying? Say over there getting mad over there. J-Mack. J-Mack, man. J-Mack hurt, man. Got a knee injury, man. So disappointed, man. Like, man, this gotta stay healthy. I told y'all, man, we gotta stay healthy, man. Injury is gonna be the bugaboo for us, man, for real. Like, they don't even know when he gonna come back. What y'all think about that with J-Mack, man? Like, knee injury. Last year was a neck because of Teddy Bridgewater. Like, I hope he don't become like this injury-prone receiver. Like, he don't have a big frame, and they want him to play on the outside, be the deep threat. More reps for Ted Hurst, though. That's what y'all really want to see. Nice truck. Got that thing raised up. Got a diesel. Y'all want to see Ted Hurst, you're going to see him early in the preseason. You got a diesel on that thing. Yeah, you're going to see Ted Hurst early. Look, hey, if J-Mack don't get out there and Ted Hurst go in the preseason and do his thing, we got our receiver, we got our X. And we need an X bad. We need an X. We need an X receiver. Got my hair done today. Got my hair done. But we need an X receiver, man. Like, for real. Dang, that sucks for J-Mack, too, man, because he need the reps, too, man, because Ted Hurst been kind of doing his thing during training camp, and if J-Mack don't get himself together, man, god dang, man, they don't even know when he gonna come back. Like, it's a bad thing, and it's also a good thing, because we get to see our, you know, you don't want to wish no bad health on nobody, but J-Mack being hurt opens the door for Ted Hurst to become receiver number 3. Let's be real. We might end up with 4 starters out of this draft class right away, year 1. And we needed that. We needed that type of draft class where we got 4 starters right out of the gate. I've been asking for a draft like this. I've been asking for a draft that where we get, you know, 4 people, three high level people. Like the Seahawks had a really good draft a couple years ago, and they getting the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? Eagles had one. You know, like I've been dying to see the Bucs get a draft class where you can go 3 rounds, 4 rounds deep, starters, year 1, because we need an injection of youth, and it's mostly on defense because we had an aging defense a little bit. But Keontae, Hosea Trotter, and Bain, all 3 of them defense might be on the field week 1. We got younger, we got faster, got better. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, that's a verbal thing, though. That's speculation. That's optimism. You know, I don't know how much better we've got. We won't know until, you know, we get out there. So, you know, things are, despite all the nonsense, I know there's bigger news than, you know, our rookies performing well in training camp. And you know what's so crazy about it is, it sucks that our young guys are doing good, but all the attention is about Baker's contract and Vita's situation. And that sucks because good organizations don't do that. Like, if you're going to pay the quarterback, pay the quarterback. You know, we got our young guys out here shining and really don't know why they care outside of Tampa. You know, our second and third year guys was trying to, you know, make some noise. And you got Jason Lai out here he's not acting like the Bucs organization. If you're going to be an organization looked at as something, you can't have these type of situations going on. You already had Evans and Levante David and Jamel Dean, and you fired the OC. You had all this bad news, and then you got a decent draft class based on the paper and what's happening in training camp, and then you got this other stuff going on. You know, with Vita, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And then, you know, he want to get paid. He want to get traded. That's like the outcome is going to be traded. You know, it's like, man, the Bucs done beefed up their D-line, you know, for a reason. I think they're prepared to keep him, but they also prepared to lose him. You know, as we get close to the season, like, a lot of stuff don't make no sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why that Vita situation is just weird. Like, just give him a couple extra $1 million and, you know what I'm saying, move on. And move on in 2027. You don't need this dragging on to the season. You know, he talking about then Jason Light talking about, oh, the door's still open for the Baker contract if he wants it. Like, man, look. The man felt disrespected according to how he felt, that what y'all offered him, he wanted more. Y'all like, nah. Just unnecessary. Now you got the J-Mack situation, the knee injury, and you got the hamstrings popping around with Tristan and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Things are looking good, but you kind of want it to stay good, but you know something's going to happen. You know something's going to happen. You know. But the Bucs are like, I told people this before, like, the Bucs are in transition. People don't realize it or not, but the Bucs are in a roster transition. They are. Whether y'all like it or not, they are in a roster transition because they really need their young guys to become the Quinton Mitchells, the Cooper Dean DeJones. We need our young, like the Brian Branches, the Kirby Josephs, the Jack Campbells, you know, the Cleveland Brown rookie draft class last year when they had like 4 or 5 dudes. Like, if our young guys don't become like borderline all pros or consistent top 10 players at the position, it's kind of like, dang, man, you know, we're gonna be, you know, kind of just floating around. And our second and our third and our fourth year guys, they really haven't really shown like all pro level guys, you know, and you know, Pro Bowls, I know Pro Bowl overrated, but none of those guys that we've drafted in the last couple years are top 10 in their position, kind of, sort of, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of look at it, you know, Calijah Kancey hurt, Yaya Diaby, not a top 10 passer. Like, at some point, our young guys got to ascend to the next level. You know, they got to ascend to the next level. They can't just be good players. You got to be A+, A-. We need some more A- and B+ and A+. You know, we got a lot of C's and some B-. I think we got one A+ player, Tristan Wirfs. I think we got one A+ player. Winfield Jr., probably B+, B-. And everybody else is pretty much like B's, C+, C-, some D's, some F's. You know, our young guys just got to take the next step, and they got to make the jump to become a top 10 player at the position. And this training camp, it's a good thing that our young guys are shining, especially our first year guys. But our second and third year guys, and even our fourth year guys, are very important. You know, it's very important for our young guys to ascend. I've been saying this in some videos that they got to make the jump. It's okay to be a good player. Jacob Parrish, Tyke Smith, it's good players, but got to make the jump. Got it. Like, to get to the Super Bowl, you got to have some A+ guys. You can't have a bunch of Jags and some B's and some C's. You got to have some A+ guys. You got to have an A. Like, if you don't have an A+ quarterback, you got to have an A+ roster. And do the Bucs got an A+ quarterback? Do they got an A+ roster? No. You know, they got a good roster. It's not terrible. You know, don't get me wrong. Bucs not a bad team, but, you know, all the news that's happening in training camp, you just kind of wish that would die down as far as the negativity. You know, it ain't over. The Vita situation is not over. You know, I think it's just started. And also, you got Diaby playing for a contract, Cody Mauch playing for a contract, and if you notice, a lot of guards are getting paid. And the sad thing about it is, the Bucs haven't extended nobody. No Baker, no Vita, no Cody Mauch, no Yaya Diaby. Why? Why you got all these guards, Peter Storowski and Cyrus Torrance and all these guards are getting contracts. All these guards are getting contracts. And we got a guy in Cody Mauch. He ain't got his contract extension, right guard. All these guards are getting extensions now. Why Cody Mauch not getting an extension? Diaby. Why he can't get an extension? Calijah Kancey. Where's his extension? They picked this 50 option up because they unsure. When you got a first round pick and you got to pick up his 50 option, that means his 4th year is pivotal. So he's basically with the Bucs for this year and next year. So in 2028, they can move on from him. So this is important. This is an important season for a few guys because they got to extend Kancey if he plays well. They got to extend Cody Mauch. They got to extend Yaya Diaby. You feel me? And then Graham Barton coming up in a couple years. Then Tristan Wirfs do his contract again. And then Luke Gedeke got to redo his, maybe restructure his contract. You know? You got to cut loose Godwin at some point. You know? You feel me? You know, it's just like Winfield Jr. contract. You got to do something with that at some point. Zion McCullough contract. Can you get out of that, man, if you don't have a good season? You know? So, you know, it's a lot of things going on with the Bucs, and like I said, the roster's in transition. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but they are, because they don't really know where they want to go at, because they don't know where they're going to go with Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield. Remember, Baker Mayfield is Todd Bowles' guy. So if it doesn't go well, you kind of want to get rid of the coach and the quarterback. So this is not even just about Baker. This is about Todd Bowles. Actually, it's more about Todd Bowles than Baker, because if Todd Bowles don't do good and Baker's your guy, you got to cut Baker loose. Because you don't want to hinder yourself from getting a good coach because of the quarterback, which hence why the Bucs are probably playing it safe. Like, we can't give you no money right now. They gave him some money, but 2 years, short term. You know, because if this don't go well this year's season, if this don't go well, y'all know what time it is. You can't fire the OC now. You can't. It's the coach. You fired it. You pointed the finger at everybody else. Here we are in training camp. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is it for Todd Bowles. This is it for Baker. If it don't go well, this is it. It's got to go well. Y'all know. But training camp has been going well, man. No major injuries, but that J-Mack injury, man, is concerning. I ain't gonna lie. That J-Mack that J-Mack injury, the knee, and they don't have no timetable on that. Very concerning, man. Tristan Wirfs haven't really practiced because he got the hamstring going on. So it's like, dang, you know. Gosh. So it's like, dang, man, you know. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. You know, in order for the Bucs to get to the promised land, man, a lot of things got to happen. Some guys got to step up. The coach got to step up. Quarterback got to step up. You know, running game got to get better. Zach Robinson got to be a better OC. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things got to happen for us to get to the Super Bowl. And I know some of y'all been talking about Super Bowl and 13-4 and 12-5, but there's no data to back that. It's all speculation, fan speculation. So, in order for the Bucs to get to that level, you got to catch some breaks, and some guys got to step up, and some coaches got to coach better. That's just basic, man. All the arguing that, you know, all that's irrelevant, because it's just basically the team got to play better. You know, fans can speculate and have optimism, and yeah, we're gonna be out, you know, and I get it. We all want to root for our team, but we really won't know until them boys start playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really won't know until them boys start playing. You know, that's why I hold fort on making these wild predictions, man. I know y'all said that, you know, 2025 and 2024 and 2023 and 2022, and what happened? Y'all better be careful this year, man, because y'all know Todd Bowles is in the hot seat. So, very important training camp for the Bucs, man. So, with that being said, man, I just want to drop this video on Friday, man. Let y'all know everything's cool. Bucs are looking good in training camp, especially our young guys. Zion McCullough got another interception. You know what I'm saying? Off of Baker. So, guys are performing, man. Just got to translate to the field, man. That's all. You know, defense, really, man, that's what I'm focused on, man. Like, I really want the defense to be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Pass defense in particular. Pass rush, pass defense. When you tackle somebody, get attitude. I want our defense to do a lot of this. I want our defense to have attitude, and we got it. We got attitude. I'm not worried about the offense. You know what I'm saying? We got enough talent there. I'm just that defense. Pass defense and pass rush. You tackle somebody, thumbs down. Attitude. Swag. Where you going? That week. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no more roll your boat. No more roll your boat. No more roll your boat. None of that. Thumbs down. He weak. Whatever it is. Do something else. I want some nastiness. Attitude on defense. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, fire those cannons. Seize the day, raise the flag, hashtag. Facts over feelings, hashtag. Reality always wins. Hashtag, what are we doing? Hashtag, what is this? Hashtag, why? Hashtag, don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. I don't call plays, I just talk about it. I just give you what the data tell me, what my eyes tell me. Hashtag what your eyes tell you. Hashtag, probability versus possibility. Hashtag, no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So, Bucos Locker signing out. I'll see y'all in another video. Deuces.